So there you have it, lads and lasses. It's ended at St James's Park. Newcastle United 2, Brentford 3. And I've got to say, at full time, I was just feeling very disappointed, very, angry at the way that game played out. I mean, we took the lead early on, 24th minute, Botman scoring the goal. And it was a beautiful goal by Botman, beautiful header on his 100th game. And then, we're seeing some dodgy calls going on, as always, like we've been seeing a lot this season. A penalty being given for what was meant to be a handball by Jacob Murphy. We keep getting told you've got to put your arms in at the side. Jacob Murphy is trying to do that. He's going to put his arm into the side. You can see it's right in at his side. And Andy Madley immediately, that's got to be a penalty right there. Looked to VAR for an answer. And John Brooks, of course, reviews it for quite some time. And then, gives a penalty to, of course, Brentford. But Janelt scoring the goal, of course, to equalise on the 37th minute of the game. That penalty being on, of course, the 45 plus 2 before half time. Second half of the game will come out, of course, and looking at it, Bruno, 79th minute penalty, rightly given as well because of the way the whole situation goes on. If Bruno, doesn't get fouled in that situation, he breaks in on the side and he gets that ball into the back of the net past Keller, of course, and, Newcastle are right back into the game. And obviously, his heels clipped and tucked down. Penalties reviewed and rightly given, thankfully. And then, of course, Quatara, of course, scoring the goal to end the game when it looked like, we had a chance of turning it around and nabbing the win in the end. And we should have probably come away from the game as winners, looking at the way we played, but there was a very disappointing performance by a couple of players tonight, the likes of, Jacob Murphy. I didn't think he was on his game tonight. I thought he was well off of it. There was a few disappointing performances from other players there as well. And you can see, the look at full time once that whistle was blown. You could see the look on the players, the likes of Botman. You could see the look on a lot of different players in the black and white shirts. They can see that they're frustrated at what's going on this season. You can see that this is not what we wanted. Going into this season, as Newcastle United fans, we wanted to go into the season and we wanted to see, a positive season. Obviously, not everything is going to be in a straight line, like we've heard many times from Eddie. Projections always going to be going off in different paths to be able to get somewhere. But I mean, that performance tonight should have been coming away from that game at St James's Park with a 92-year record, by the way, against Brentford going into this one. They hadn't won at St James's Park in 92 years. That record is now gone. It's in the bin, along with the 21-year record that we had against, of course, Aston Villa at St James's Park as well. So these are records that we, don't want to be seeing broken, and we're seeing them broken because of staleness with tactics going forward. Eddie needs to freshen things up. I think he needs to start, playing players off of performances. Anthony Elanga should have been starting that game tonight. You could see, once Elanga came on, that he was a breath of fresh air on that right wing, instead of having Jacob Murphy running down there, who just seemed to look really out of it tonight. He didn't seem to put a foot right in the game, and of course he was took off and Elanga came on. But I mean, my thoughts at full time was just that, just pure disappointment that it's a missed chance, a chance for us, to win that game there against Brentford, push ourselves up into that top half of the table. If we had won that game tonight, we would have seen ourselves push up into the top 9, I believe it was, in the league. And now we are 6 points adrift of European spots in the Premier League, with Brentford on 39 points, them in 7th place, us all the way down in 12th place on 33 points. We are now 6 points adrift of the bare minimum European spaces, and that is unacceptable when you consider that we are at 25 games played in the Premier League, and we've got some big games still yet to go as well. We've got games against the likes of Man City to play yet. We've got games against Tottenham. Of course, Tottenham's the next team that we've got to play. So it is very unacceptable that we are sitting where we are right now. Things have got to be changed. Things have got to be freshened up. And Eddie has got to start picking players off of their performances. Like I say, Anthony Elanga should have definitely been going in there as a starter tonight instead of seeing Jacob Murphy. And that's not just to throw hate towards Jacob Murphy, because, you know, it's not the lad's fault. At the end of the day, he's had a lot of injury problems this season. And that, you know, isn't ideal. Along with the injury crisis that we're having at the minute as well. Seeing Bruno back tonight was a breath of fresh air, because he added that depth in the midfield that we needed. He was controlling the game. He even got on the score sheet in the game as well. So it was nice to see Bruno back in the side, but we need to be freshen things up, because we are starting to drift away from them European places. And like I've said, that is really, really unacceptable right now. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And of course, you know, did you think that really was a penalty? You know, for Jacob Murphy, was that really a penalty against us in that moment? You know, when Jacob Murphy was meant to have handballed it. Let us know down in the comments below, because I don't think it was. I think that was wrongly given penalty there, and I don't think Brentford should have gotten that, to be honest. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, hit like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. However, lads.